Hoy es día 3 de marzo y tenemos la suerte de tener a todo el equipo de Movistar a KOI con nosotros en las oficinas. De hecho, está ahí el plató donde narramos todos los partidos. Y nada, la entrevista va a ser entera en inglés, ¿de acuerdo? Porque obviamente yo si no, pues el pobre no va a poder aportar muchísimo. Va a poder aportar algunas hostias por ahí. How are you doing, guys? How is it feel? Are you feeling like 2 days after the finals? How is the mood?
It's still pretty sad, you know. I still didn't really have much time to reflect on what could have gone better, what things we need to like really work on, you know, have a more clear plan coming in towards next split. So not as sad as like the next day that I lost, but still quite sad.
How are you feeling, Jojo?
I mean, we're by a really nice beach, the hotel, at least before, so during the finals, I got to reflect, and it was pretty good. I think the conclusion that I came up with. I think I need to reflect more in the season. I think it's the same as last year. I didn't really reflect too much in winter. I don't know if it's like because of the weather or some shit, so I just don't go out or whatever, but I have to keep reminding myself to do that and kind of what's my purpose and what's my goal. Yeah, I think that's the most important for me, at least.
I mean, for me, I just feel like it was like a lost opportunity, and I'm like a bit disappointed. So, yeah. I mean, right now thinking on when the next competition will start already, because, you know, just the feeling of actually not being the last moment that you're gonna at least play on this year, it doesn't feel that scary at least, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. For you, Supa?
I mean, it was pretty fun, the tournament in general. I think it was a great opportunity and everything, so I enjoyed a lot the weekend, so I'm really grateful that we have these events. And at the same time, I'm pretty sad because I think it was a really good opportunity to get another trophy.
For you, Merwin?
I mean, I would say mostly sad because I think it's still like too recent, the event. But thinking back at the games, I would say it was fun. Like playing in front of a Spanish crowd is always the best, I think. Honestly, like from all the places we've played, I think it was the best. I really like playing in front of Spanish crowd, those Madrid or Barcelona, but of course Barcelona has more, it's more important to me. So yeah, I mean, I would say I need to reflect. I will use the time this off-season to do it. But yeah, like for now, it's still pretty sad.
Supa has commented actually something about the split, that it was very fun split, also very fun finals. How do you guys feel about this kind of split, this kind of ones where we watched like I think it was the 8th seed actually was G2 or was it 7th? The 7th seed being like able to dominate on the winner side of the bracket. How do you feel about this kind of splits? Do you prefer other kind of splits? What do you see? Why do you think that Riot thinks, okay, let's try this on winter?
I mean, I don't know, but I think it's pretty boring.
I think they just try, like they want to try things.
You can interrupt, guys, like each other. Let's make it like more comfy. Don't worry about this as an interview, more like a podcast.
They end up doing best of one because we were 12 teams. And I think it will be hard if we do best of threes because there wouldn't be that much space for a schedule.
Make it for the viewership, no? Like whatever is like more attractive for viewers.
But there's best of threes next play, no?
Yeah, but for this format, you know, we're talking about.
We have more time, you know, as well.
Like winter, I think the format was awful.
I mean, I think the thing about G2 being like 6 or whatever, I mean, I feel like there's a narrative like that, like almost every split's like in the regular season, and I think, at least as pros now, it's like, there's always going to be some random narrative that's like, oh, it shouldn't be like that, and then it doesn't really matter, so.
Yeah, playoffs comes, it's usually always going to be the same thing anyway, so.
Doesn't matter if you're first or 8th.
Yeah, it really does.
You're in playoffs.
So at least the finals, at least like 3, I mean, in this case it was 4 teams that we could travel and play in front of the fans, I think. At least, you know, it kind of saves the best of one format.
How do you manage the regular season? How did you manage this regular season? Because we saw that we have some trouble with some teams like Shifters, Los Ratones, everything like that. How do you like prepare to that kind of matchups, and how does it seem to change on playoffs?
I mean, I think playoffs just everything gets more.
Yeah, I think we're more intense.
Like,
I think it's the same.
Like once you reach playoffs, like just the tension is already there. Like in regular season, even though you go to the stage, tension is not there. There is some games that are not, like, you feel like are not that important. Like, I feel like you need to be way more disciplined to really feel that tension. But in playoffs, like the tension is there, you know. Like either you want it or not, you lose, you're out. So, or you lose, you go to loser bracket, you lose, you're out.
I mean, it's also the do or die decision.
Yeah.
Because I think, for example, in that sense, like best of one, I mean, you're playing 3 games the same week. Like it's a bit weird as well. And the best of 3 format, like there is like more, I would say, like more preparation as well coming into the series. Also, the fearless that you are practicing every day gets like a bit more, more of an advantage to the team that prepares the best. So for me, regular season, I still wanted to. I just saw it like a learning mindset. I just wanted to be on the best possible spot so I could perform in playoffs.
Factos.
Factors.
Also, Albert, I want to point out, as you said that you're from this regular season as a learning point. How did you feel playing more enchanters this season? Because we saw that the meta on bot lane is shifting to more enchanter kind of season. Also that I think Supa is very happy that it's a bot lane centered meta. So how do you guys feel with that kind of changes on the bot side?
And we were discussing at the start of the year, because we also started a bit later than the rest, what is the way to win the games. And we realized that also ADC in this case, when they get the quest, and when you have an ADC that is really ahead, is really oppressive to play against. And also we were thinking, okay, most likely, usually enchanters are the stronger ones in lane. And there are some others that can like counter, let's say like Nautilus. I would say that some picks have some priority, but overall the enchanters right now, like Bard, Nico, they have a lot of priority because they can win the lanes, they can be really annoying on the map as well. Seraphine with us as well, and I think there are like a lot of duo partners as well.
He's laughing at
Did
Did you say Seraphine exactly by something?
So I can say Ari.
Just a strong champion.
No, but I mean, I have played them already from last year, I think, as well, and now I have been playing especially more than Enchanter because I think it's the way to go. And I think some teams as well in Europe wanted to shift into the engage meta, but anyways, when you go to international, you will just get cooked. So if you don't really like get to learn and match them, I think there is like no point in training. And I think we got much better, both me individually and as a team, but there is still like a lot of room to improve, you know.
Supa, how are you feeling this kind of meta? How are you feeling that pressure? Because actually your role is, I think, more relevant than last year. How are you feeling with that changes?
I mean, right now, the bot lane meta, you have way more skill because now you can't skip laning phase. So this is really important because if you win bot lane, most likely you have a big advantage to control for the Drakes. That is kind of the win condition for most of the games to close. So I think it's really funny, obviously, because I think last metas were really boring early game. I think for the viewers as well. You just lane swap
meta was awful shit.
Yeah. So I think it's really fun and it makes the support as well to get a bit of a skill because I think the engage meta is super hard to punish in pure 2v2. There is matchup that are NPC. So I think it gives a lot of skill to the bot lane that, for example, in Europe, I think we try to avoid.
How do you manage that? Because Merwin, I think that the top lane right now is like bye, have a great time, we'll see you on minute 20. How are you feeling on that point?
Pretty fucking boring. I think it's even worse than last year.
I mean, it's chill, no? It's just a 1v1.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
Yeah, I think Sahen is not broken, you know?
Not at all, right?
Randall is weak.
Yeah, like into Vitality, going 1v5 and tanking for 10 seconds was like...
Doesn't matter how much you tank, if your AD carry kills, you win. If you tank and your AD carry doesn't hit, you lose.
If you create a space ball,
yes,
your team hits.
But all it's around bowling, so.
I think it's more worrying because I think you didn't see me in the whole split, no? Like the last time we saw each other was in Worlds.
I didn't see anyone in like, I don't know how many games.
But for Canada, it didn't look boring, no? The last series.
And for Caliste, we should have been Juras.
What's the team that you guys like when you're in laning phase? I was reflecting on like for you Kana, for you Caliste. What's the team that you want to punish more in lane? Like I'm going to do a better laning phase. I'm going to show like the world that I'm like 3 levels ahead of you.
I mean, usually the Korean mids, to be honest.
No, but outside from, apart from worldwide, like...
No.
He means Korean
Navi or
Yahoo.
KC, because I feel like Korean imports, if they don't do well in lane, they're kind of useless later on. So I think it's really important to focus on lane whenever it's like Poby or Kyahu, for example. Yeah, I think the Korean mids, if they get behind in lane, I don't feel that much of an impact. So usually one of my objectives is like focus on the laning phase versus Korean mids.
I mean, for me, G2, I think the team that I wanna like beat the most, you know, or like just be most ahead from the new jungle, I think it's just G2 because they're the champions. So.
For me, depends mostly on the matchup. I think, like, because I think some players just play something better than the others. So, but yeah, I would say the people on the top, like KC, bot lane, Giants. And I think G2 has been not playing that well on bot lane, like this past split. But in playoffs, they have been doing much better. And I just think that in that sense, it really depends on the matchup that I'm proving myself against. Because some people play better enchanters, others, as we said, like engage. So.
Do you feel like, apart from yourself, where do you place, like, for example, Bucio, Labrov on that enchanter versus melee?
I think Bucio is better on enchanters, but for example on engage, I don't think he's that strong. Like he has some picks that he's decent, but I wouldn't put it that high in the engage department. I think Labrov shifts a lot into playing engage. So, for example, we have seen that he has played some of the enchanters, but it wasn't that scary. And I would say June is the most consistent on both. So I will say that's why, for example, we have been playing a lot into the list, no? That there was like a lot of memes. And for me, it was hard also to play into the list with a champion that had no mobility. And I just had to play a lot of the times the matchup to understand it and to realize how it was good. And he was putting me like pressure as well.
And for you, Mirwin, Supa, what's like the lane that you want to destroy?
I don't think there's one that I would say. I would say like the best laner in the league is Nagnako, but I think as long as I have a fight lane, I'm way better on teamfights. So yeah, like I think like overall player Broken Bleed is the best because I think he's really smart about the game and he will always find a way to play all his strengths. I think that's one of the reasons why he's like so successful. Yeah, I would say those two.
Mm-hmm. For you, Supa?
KC and G2 are the most fun.
Where do you place Noah? Because we've seen like Noah is very cocky sometimes on the trash talk game. How do you feel about it?
I think he's not a bad player, but I don't think his strong points are like really clutch, you know. Mm-hmm. He's like good in everything, but not excellent in anything.
Apart from the game that we played this weekend, what points do you think, guys, was like the highest and lowest this split? And what do you reflect from that points?
I mean, lowest definitely was losing to Lost Ratones, no?
Yeah, I think
Besides, you're saying besides the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
like the regular
playoff,
season?
I mean,
because
no.
well, besides the final.
Besides the playoffs,
I think
no? Or what?
I felt much worse on the Heretics game.
Yeah,
I think actually, yeah. Losing to Heretics was the worst one, for sure.
I mean, guys, we lost to a stand.
Hey.
What is the disrespect here?
Is there beef between
No, but I mean,
what?
he's getting replaced. Like they said he was a cornerback stone, and they are replacing him on the first split.
I mean, I felt more pissed off versus Lost Ratones, if I remember, so.
No, for me was...
3-0 from G2.
Yeah, but was in regular, no?
That one hurt, right?
Was in regular, no?
No, but it could be like apart from the finals.
Oh, apart from the finals?
Yeah, just.
I mean,
apart
yeah,
from
the 3-0 finals,
G2.
the 3-0 felt pretty bad, yeah.
How did you guys like? What did you guys think about that best of 5 playoff?
We were.
I mean, we went directly
We were goating
to
you, no?
review, you know?
Yeah,
and to talk.
that was a long day for sure.
Yeah, we
It
had
was a
like
fucking
2 hours.
We had to go back to the office,
I
talk.
remember, yeah.
What was the mood of the team? It was just sad. It was like a bit angry on okay, we disrespected here.
I think depression, no, was the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I think sad is short.
Yeah.
Motivation to come back.
Or,
You're looking at me. You're giving me that look every single time, Supa. Like, can we have a close up on Supa looking at me? So what did you guys like see that the G2 did differently from the playoff series that they had against us? Apart, like, what did they?
I think that the early game they improved, no? Like in our series, their early games, like game 1 and 3 were not the best, but then in the finals in 2KC they looked much strong.
I don't know, I
Much
didn't
stronger.
watch the finals, to be honest.
Yeah, I
so.
think early games is what they changed the most from like our series to the finals, because yeah, for sure has to be early games.
We were talking that like 2 days ago, more or less, that we're looking at a hard international event now with the first stand. Actually, this video is going to be released like couple of days before first stand. What's our expectations looking upon G2 versus, I don't know, FearX, Genji?
I mean, I think G2 can beat FearX, but
I
Vic
think
Monster, I'm not sure if
But
he
I think
can.
they will struggle because I think FearX bot lane is really strong. no?
Actually, Diabolos, yes.
Like,
Diablo.
I mean, I'm
I
excited
think if
to see.
School doesn't level through gank bots, maybe Diablo
I'm
takes
excited
over
to
the
see
game.
that. Like, I think
And Vic Monster.
Biki FearX into G2 and Lions into G2 would be two really fun
it's
We
games.
don't even
Fun
think
games.
about Genji.
As a
right? We don't
spectator.
even think we can.
Is it a best of one? If it's a best of one, maybe. But I don't know the format.
Yeah,
so.
if it's a best of
If
one,
it's best of one, anything can happen.
Maybe.
Five all the games.
but
If it's best of five all games,
But-
yeah, there's no way.
but
there's no way.
if there is best of 3, best of 5, I think Genji is
Yeah.
a clear better team.
Yeah, I think the actually format is like that, like best of 5 every single game, because it's like 1 week tournament. So, are you planning on watching it as a team on Discord? Are you planning?
Yeah, we plan like we
a.
plan like a co-stream, and then we're gonna like
A co-stream?
Yeah.
we're gonna co-stream it. Yeah,
Okay, but well,
And
at
do
least
a
you would
sabaton.
stream. You told us you were going to stream. You didn't stream
I
this.
did stream. But the
You did.
VOD wasn't on, so
So are you doing a subathon?
we're gonna co-stream the first end, and then
And then just solo queue in Europe
no,
to Challenger.
solo queue, no
and
solo
ranked
queue.
to Challenger.
No,
solo
Name.
queue. No, ARAMs maybe,
Yeah, exactly.
but we're still planning it. We don't know exactly yet.
What do you like actually have the expectation for next split apart from winning? Because I know you want to win at all costs, but what's your expectations? What your
I think
ceiling?
to improve the trainings would be like the main expectation that we should all have. I think improve the trainings. Like we need to be more consistent and more efficient on our
and on a personal
day by
level?
day to hold my standard higher. I think I like not settle with low results or anything. Just keep on pushing myself towards the image I wanna be as a player.
For me, I think the expectation is that it's going to be a long split, because I think there is also like the best of 3 now format. We're gonna be playing probably only 1 game a week or maybe 2, and the week's gonna feel longer as well because there is going to be more scrims. So the pressure is, I mean, not the pressure, but like we're gonna be putting much more hours in more days as well. And at the same time, I think it's just being able to have the energy to perform on these days and make it productive. Because I think it's something that we are lacking as a group, that I don't think that we are making it as productive as we could. And there is like a barrier there, that we still need to kind of like fix or find the problem, like the root of the problem. So my expectations is that it's not gonna look perfect, but at least that we're gonna be able to find a way or find the things that are not working that well and start fixing it.
Yeah, I agree. I think as a team, I mean, expectation-wise, I mean, of course, there's going to be like highs and lows still. Like, there's still going to be shit times, but I think as long as everyone's ambition and motivation is to win the splits no matter what, and kind of everyone wants to improve and see that learning mindset and curiosity, that's kind of my expectation. So, at least for myself, yeah, just really lock in. And of course, missing another international, especially MSI and EWC, would be really, really bad and really sad. So, yeah, I really don't want that to happen. Yeah.
I want to keep like with my routine. I think this split was the best one since I'm in LEC. About like my routine and like basically things outside of league. So I want to keep that because I think it was good from me, and I just want to raise my individual level. I think keep working on my laning phase.
My objective is that we become a solid team, not a team that is full of a flip, that I think is what is happening right now in a lot of games. We can do really well or really bad. And that we build a better learning in the scrims and everything, because at the end you scrim 100 times more than you play, so it's the most important.
You just commented on screaming. Can you make guys like a team, a perfect team composed by right now LEC players to scream all year? Like, can you make a team that you feel like if we scream against this team all year, we're gonna raise our level like 100%?
Would be G2.
I think G2 or KC. I feel like
But
G2.
you can mix players actually. Like,
Yeah, but I
Not
wouldn't know
sure.
because I think them as a team work already.
I
like,
think they just
like if you would change pieces of G2, maybe individually they would be better in lane or they would have some better moments, but as a team, they wouldn't be better than the actual G2.
Or maybe they would take time, like to actually.
I mean, I'm talking short.
G2 with Kalist.
So you would keep Lavrov?
G2 with like
I would change the bot lane.
with a copy of Jojo
Yeah, I
Ping.
was thinking
Factor.
The
that,
thing
actually.
is, Lavrov
Navarro?
has something that Busio doesn't have, I think Lavrov is better player. I think Busio has a better individual skill.
you said that after the solo queue game,
Bro,
no?
he said that because he got trolled in a solo queue game.
No?
He trolled you on a solo queue game.
Yeah, but we find again.
Is it true that?
We find again,
I'm going to be a little bit spicy. Last year we had like a spicy talk about this kind of stuff, but I didn't have the opportunity to ask you guys, and I'm also going to ask you, Alvaro and Supa, to update that tier list. Can you make a little tier list of the most toxic solo queue players of the LEC teams?
I think Alvaro's up there.
Alvaro
for
is
sure.
super toxic this year.
You're super toxic.
From the two,
Yes.
you know, Alvaro made me stop playing solo queue because in the beginning of the season I dueled with Alvaro the first 2 games. He's
Alvaro
like
has been
perma
typing.
tilted, perma typing, perma
Alvaro has been
pinging.
typing.
Alvaro probably is one of the toxic I found
I
this
think
year.
Alvaro for sure.
Fake news.
No, but Alvaro, say the truth. Who's the most toxic? You know.
In the LEC?
Yes.
Like, give me a top
But it
three.
also really depends.
No,
Okay, what
doesn't.
do you
Say it. You,
No,
I
you're
know
not
you.
going-
I know you
you're
have an
not
answer.
What do you
Bro,
consider toxic?
Bro.
No, what do you consider toxic?
Exactly.
Because for me, for example, it's like people that are like disgusting to play with.
Okay, say the name. Say the
That's
name.
actually.
Say the names. Go.
Seo is one.
Ah.
I mean, this
Alvaro,
guy,
Seo,
I think
beef.
he's-
You have many more, eh?
I mean, there are more. There were more before.
Hostias.
Bro, just
Like I remember that they beat us. The team, that's why it fucked me as well, because they beat us at Team Heretics, and I don't have any problem with the order or anything. But he said the best Spanish team win, which is whatever. But then he said like one thing for sure, that Koi won't win like finals or won't go to Barcelona.
Yeah.
he was right.
I mean,
We
he
never
was
listened.
indeed right.
I mean, we went to Barcelona and the guy just finished eighth. Like it's fine. It's chill.
I think he aura farmed you, but it's fine.
And for
I mean,
you guys.
Jojo Pim for sure is not the most toxic because he doesn't play.
You made me stop
you
playing
say
solo
Alvaro.
queue.
Toxic.
Yeah, Alvaro is toxic in my opinion.
I agree.
I played duo queue with him.
Super also type.
I agree.
This year is,
He's unchained, right?
I don't know,
He's unleashed.
Who's the most toxic player? in
I think
solo
after
queue?
streamer mode came, Alvaro has been. Do you use streamer mode?
No, that's true. I mean, I get angry when people are like streamer mode and they're just being passive aggressive
see?
and flaming. Because they think that they have power when they don't.
Yeah, actually.
Holy.
Chill.
Wow. I mean, I think Alvaro already answered this question, like, keeping off content.
Okay, Alvaro has like.
Like, I play with no chat, so I don't know who's toxic.
You take off the chat completely.
Yeah.
You just place the party chat actually, no?
Yeah, I don't want to read
I mean, I
anyone.
play the most games, as well. And I also play at hours that people are already tilted,
In what hours are you?
I mean, at 1 a.m. some
3
people
a.m.,
are.
4 a.m.
No, you're
5
playing with the
a.m.,
drunk guys.
6.
You're playing with the.
I mean, I'm playing with some people that come from like a long day of scrims as well, and maybe they are more angry.
Like you?
Yeah, Joseph. After your 0-7, don't worry.
07?
Yeah.
And for you, Merwin, like, what do you feel like that player that? Okay, I don't want to play with you. You're so toxic.
Bro, I don't know. I have my moments.
Yeah, you also have like that moments of I'm pinging this guy
yeah,
to
that's
help.
I don't care.
Maybe we're the problem. I think we're the problem. Maybe we're just toxic.
Maybe it's us.
Do you guys feel like if I ask this question to I don't know Vitality, they will answer you guys?
Depends who in Vitality you ask.
Who I have to ask to get this
I think
response?
if it's a player,
no?
nah. I don't think it will be.
There is one that you don't have good relationship now with?
I mean, no one that I remember.
Are you talking about player?
No, player.
Okay.
So who is this player? Like, can we get like a?
I mean, I remember that he had like discussions, but probably you're fine. No, with Linkas, no? You had discussions?
No, we are fine. We respect. If a player I flame or he flame me and he plays good, everything good.
But if he plays bad, like
Exactly, but that's
I mean,
not
you can't
the-
flame and play
that's
bad,
not
you
the
know? If
thing.
you flame and play good, then
Exactly.
at least you're good, you know?
so you have Linkas on your like close friends on Instagram, right?
Yeah, we are perfectly fine. He's the MVP of Vitality.
What do you? I don't know why I feel that like a bit of sarcasm.
No.
You're gaslighting.
So many.
I'm not sure.
No, I was gonna say, you can see show me Wikipedia and I check.
Supa, like there's a bit of a joke around the team about some team that you're like the Avengers you are building. Like, can we get like a bit of reflection on that?
This is fake info, you know.
It's not fake info.
Yeah, yes.
It's not fake info. Yeah, can you give us like more insight on that?
Basically, some people are jealous because, you know, when you work well, people attack you, no? This is because I'm doing well the things.
This is like the Cristiano Ronaldo phrase, like they told me this because I'm pretty and I'm also good. Okay.
I agree with Supa.
Thank you,
On the
Joseph.
part of being good or on the part of being pretty?
Agree on what?
Both. Both.
Thank you,
I
Joseph.
agree.
So no comments on that, right?
I mean,
Full fake.
Full fake.
Fake news.
What do you guys feel like it's going to be on spring and the spring split? How do you feel like every other team is going to adapt to this new? Well, not new because last year we had this kind of split. But how do you guys feel like it's going to change the balance of the regular and playoff part?
It's gonna be hard, no? Because Los Ratones is not gonna be there. But
Do you want Los Ratones
Yes.
on the split?
Yes?
So you would also take Carmine Corp Blue on the split or only Los Ratones?
Both.
Both of them? And the rest of you guys?
Nah,
Because
only
Mewin is
Los
looking at me like I don't want to
Zucchino
answer
Cats,
this one.
Zucchino Cats is
only
the
los
next.
ratones.
Only los ratones.
Only los ratones.
But low-key, if they get a job to my boy Camilo, yeah, I'm down.
And I think how teams are going to adapt to this best of three. I mean, I think it's just gonna be more competitive because, yeah, you're gonna see more champions. Like
I think the standings will be more realistic than a best of one.
exactly, yeah.
I think also the longer the year goes, the better the level is gonna be as a team. But at the same time, I think the more emotions will come into play, and maybe some things like or people like tear apart. You know.
Yeah, these are like the mental boom. This is when the mental boom for teams will starting because I think in winter teams, if teams mental boom this early, then it's
Fanatic
like
also started, so
yeah, mental boom usually starts at like end of spring and summer.
Half
so-
spring.
half of spring, and then in
Half of
summer. So
Because it's also many times, as I said before, like many times, like screaming long days, and I think it will start happening, you know, and it's just how you actually, because you know that what will happen, so it's just how you actually manage to.
I think it's gonna be tough.
deal
handling
with
your
it, you know,
emotions,
yeah.
handling your emotions, and
For
just
teams.
yeah.
So for context, what like can you give me like 3 teams that you think right now are going to be mentally booming?
Fanatic.
Fnatic,
SK.
yes, SK.
SK? Is
SK.
mentally
I think
booming?
it's clear, two really good guesses.
Yeah, actually. Like,
Heretics. Heretics.
and Heretics.
I think Heretics will also.
I mean, they are
No,
already
no,
mental
no.
boom.
No.
I know because they're on the honeymoon phase. They will get a new support honeymoon phase.
Oh. Vitality.
Vitality, do you think
no
that they're
way.
anything?
No way, Vitality.
Wing.
Vitality.
I mean, it takes.
I can see it.
two
I
wins
can see it
from
goes both ways. I can
from
see that they're very
humanity
high
to
momentum, or they're.
mental
Bro,
boom.
I think it's a flip.
Just imagine they don't start well, and it's a really long split.
But it's fine, they will
Nah,
just
I
go on the
put-
vibes.
Fanatic,
Yeah, but
Shifters.
it's. I think
So
it can go both
Fnatic,
ways.
Shifters, and SK.
Shifters is a good.
Oh, shifters, yes. Shifters,
yeah,
yes.
but they're already mental boom at this
I think they're already mental boom, yes.
Nuke is already mental boom,
Fnatic,
right?
Shifters, and what was it?
choose already a broken
SK.
team.
Okay.
I think.
How do you guys like feel like you're managing that kind of stuff? Because we are talking a lot about the League of Legends part, but the mental part, how are you guys like managing this year?
I mean, I think that's our strength usually. Maybe not in winter. I think we could have done better, everybody. But I think going to spring and summer, I think it was one of our strengths last year. I think we had better mental, better preparation than all the other teams.
In China.
In China,
In boot camp,
I think the boot camp,
they
indeed.
was how good.
So I'm excited for the long, hard season, to be honest. I
Yeah.
think it's going to show the mental resilience of the teams. I think besides us in G2, I can see like
Every other team.
every other team,
imploding.
yes,
I mean, we
imploding.
saw as well Casey, you know, last year.
KC imploded
Like they
last year
started
with,
really well as well, and
yeah.
it was, I mean, as people say, you know, it was harder as well for them later. So
I mean, the big
You
difference.
never know, you know.
The big difference is we have the earthquake.
We do have the earthquake.
We have the earthquake.
The earthquake, what?
We have a new weapon.
We have a new weapon.
What's this new weapon? Can you tell me about it?
It's secret. It's like
Nothing?
it's like army. It's
same
on.
as the
We can't.
bootcamp
We
in
can't.
China, we
leak it.
cannot tell you.
Ah, okay.
But if you know, you know, as European says.
If
Okay,
Asia
okay.
gets the leaks, then we're fucked. So
Okay, does anybody in the office or nobody can tell me about this? Like I'm going to.
Tony probably knows.
Tony knows. Tony knows.
Tony knows. Later on,
Like,
I'm going to have a
everyone
talk
but
with him.
Supa.
everybody knows except for Supa. Supa still doesn't.
You don't know.
I don't
about
need
this?
it.
And he was present as well. But yeah.
Okay. And actually, last year we had like a crazy Worlds event. How do you guys feel about like this shift that happens every single year? Because I want to ask somebody that understands much more League of Legends than I do. What happens with T1 when they get to the Worlds? Like, what do you think?
Bro, I don't know. I versed Faker at EWC.
Yeah.
Like, of course he was still good, but I don't know. I versed Faker at Worlds, and I'm like versing a fucking
Demon.
demigod anime main character. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know if he's just not tryharding EWC. I don't know, or what. But I feel like the level, I think he's so aggressive at Worlds. He was way more aggressive, and I think since the stakes are higher, like he does so much, not flip, like calculated risk. So he bluffs a lot, and I think when the stakes are high and you versus other teams, if they're not very ready for it, it will work. And I think they kind of have I think teams are kind of scared of T1 at Worlds too, and I think Faker uses
They
that.
have aura.
I think Faker uses that very well to really push his limits because, bro, he did so much, at least when I versed him, he did so much psycho shits that even I wouldn't do, to be honest. So I think it's a mindset. It's like, also, I think other teams are also scared of T1, I would say too, so.
Do you feel like Genji, for example, is scared of T1?
No, I think Genji just loses to themselves, to be honest. Because they lost to KT, right? They didn't lose to
they
T1,
lost to
so.
KT.
Bro, T1 stomped you before playing them this year already.
Factos.
Because you just think Faker is the best player ever.
In Worlds. Only Worlds.
Only Worlds.
If
It
it's
gives
not
an aura
Worlds, it's
difference.
If it's
At
not
this
Worlds,
point,
kind of my son, yeah.
Someone else can.
fine. No, my son.
Kind of my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's solo kill, no?
They see Oriana match?
Step que ha jugado
That was
Caps.
Worlds. Factos.
Like, do you feel like what's the tournament you feel like it's much more like adjusted to this team is the best? Because sometimes there's like a bit of a debate on MSI is much more just because you have like loser bracket, you have everything is bow 5, and other people are like, no, Worlds are better because you only get one chance and you get there by being like perfect every single day. How do you guys feel about that differences?
I like loser bracket personally, to be honest.
Yeah, but still Worlds.
I mean, of course, Worlds is.
As an experience, Worlds.
Are you saying the
players.
format or are you saying the experience?
Yeah, the format, because actually with the loser bracket
I mean,
you
I
have
like-
like the second chance.
Yeah, I like the loser bracket more, to be honest. I think it's just more fun, to be honest. I remember so many times I was in loser brackets. I mean, not in international, and then I feel like it's the momentum, everything feels really good just coming out, and I feel like it's kind of an underdog story too in that sense. So I feel like it's more fun to the fans to watch too, because if you get like T1 versus Genji or something, or like two really top teams and there's no loser bracket, it's kind of weird, I'd say. Yeah. So yeah, I like the MSI format more.
I mean, for me, it's Worlds. I think I like the fact that it can happen, the Genji into T1, that there is this element of, like, in a way, luck, but it's like not really luck. If you're the best of the whole tournament, you will have to win the best anyways. You will have to beat them all. So, yeah, I think for me, it's Worlds. Way more hype.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's worse too. I think it's the same reasoning. Like, if you have a bad day and you lose, then you're not the better team. You just deserve to lose.
And also Worlds are way longer as well because you need to play the first the
There is the 1-1,
Swiss format,
the 1-0 teams, the
and it's pretty cool as well.
0
Like
teams.
you just scream some people,
aura
then you need to play a best of 3. Then maybe you are on elimination or already going. I remember AL last year. Like we were thinking that they were really good. They did a 2-0 and then they won. Like they were 3-0, and they ended up having to play into T1, which come from like a 3-2, and I think those games are like really hype because there is not like a bad matchup, anymore. Like, of course, it's the top 8 of the world, but I think for MSI is just much more different, and also since there aren't that many teams, like from some of the stronger regions, it's just more like less teams, in that sense, and I think it's more fun for the viewership if there are more spread out.
Just bad. Do you have anything to reflect on that, or?
I think Worlds is better just because do or die is when you show who is good or who is a bad competitor, Doesn't mean you know more about League, you're better.
How you guys like doing, because I'm going to get away from the competitive side. How do you guys like are managing your free time, actually? Because the split has been very intense. 3 games per weekend, then the playoffs, then Badalona.
I mean, we have workouts usually after scrims, and then we didn't night block too much actually this split. We
Yeah.
night blocked the first weekend that we didn't, so.
But I mean, I don't have much time usually a day. I think maybe I mean, not even 1 hour, but some days I have 1 hour and I either go climbing or I watch a movie. Or, I mean, start a movie. I cannot like fully watch it. But yeah, that's mostly what I do. Or I just go to a restaurant. It's this thing. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't
that-
think we have much free
We
time.
don't
I mean,
have
on the
much
day by
time to do
day,
anything.
usually
Only the off
the
day.
free time, it's just playing solo queue, you know, itself. Like, and it's not really like
Yeah, but that's not
like
free
it's
time, no,
working.
you're
That's why
working, so.
I think it's less than an hour.
I think
or
free time
depends.
for me is climbing. You know,
Yeah.
like you.
I mean, for in the free day, like I mean, with Javi, I only went 2 times to climb this year, but
You
before
play
I-
football.
I went football.
Yeah.
I do some other things, so I just
So how's your routine right now? Because I thought that you had like 2 hours a day, more or less, like free time, then solo queue time.
I mean, we wake up at 10 or, I mean, at least me, like 10 more or less. I just walk into the office, like at 10:30 more or less, or 11 I'm there. And then it's just playing solo queue. Then we prepare for the scrims. At 12:50 more or less we eat. And at 13 we just start the scrims. It's 5 or 6 games. Sometimes we play more depending on which moment of the split we are. And depending on what time of the year it is, we finish a bit later. But I would say around 8, I think we finish the screens, 8 something. And then we just go to the gym, we do like 40, 50 minutes, depends as well on what we are prioritizing, because each of us have a different goal. Then we just eat dinner and I just go back home, and I think I arrive at 10:45, 11 more or less at home. Yeah, I play solo queue till 1 a.m. and I go sleep, and I repeat.
A little bit.
And I think, like, maybe it's too much, maybe I shouldn't play that much solo queue, at the end, because I already play in the morning, but at the same time also you are not that tired because you are doing all the time things. And
Do you think that helps you guys, like being able to, because some people are like, okay, I need more free time for myself. Other people are like, okay, I need to be able to be doing things every single hour of the day. What do you guys feel like it's helping you more? What do you guys
the
like?
free time, Yo-Yo?
I mean, for me, depends on the mood and
I don't have much free time.
and the moment of the season that we are in. If it is playoffs and I'm feeling like I need to put more hours, then I'm just gonna play solo queue. If I feel like I've put in too many hours and right now I need to like disconnect to have way more, like to have more clarity coming into the next day, then I just take more free time. You know, I think I adjust my day to what my body needs in each moment.
I agree.
For you,
Would you
Mirwin, for
agree?
example?
Yeah, it's the same. I
Adapt
think
to your
I just
body.
adapt, yeah.
He agrees.
But I mean, I kind of have like the same routine as Alvaro, because we live together and we usually like leave in the morning and we come back together. So
How's it been living together? How it's been? It's been
Supa
a great
mainly live-
I mean,
experience.
to be
or-
honest, short time, like
Yeah, Mirwin came a
it's
bit
been like
later.
2 weeks now only.
Yeah, Mirwin came a bit later, but Supa and me have been living together already. But pretty chill. I mean, the house looks good, and the problem is that we are a bit nowhere in the middle.
Nothing.
He can say he's
No,
point of
because he's sad because we stole the bathroom, no?
Huh?
it. We stole like
Yeah, because for Supa, because okay, there are 2 bathrooms. One that Supa has literally a bathroom in front of his room, on front, and he goes to the one that is closer to Alvaro and us.
That's
Alvaro and
just to fuck with you guys.
Yeah, he just
I mean, he was the
complains
first
that-
one, you know, and I was the second.
And he's like,
I mean,
hey guys, why are
you
you
can say
showering
more
in my
easy.
bathroom?
When you share room with people that are not careful about the thing, Mirwin,
Hostias.
Wow.
it's not
Palito.
ideal, but you can be with that.
Can you elaborate?
Get more deep into it.
Personal, I'm asking a question.
This question, this interview or this podcast is like Midi versus Supa, no?
Yeah,
It's like a Midi Supa
against
beef.
Supa.
It's Supa versus me. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, we're doing after this one. Actually, you're not going to get free time. We're doing a roast battle with you guys, like for
Es un
the
combate de la
content.
velada.
Yeah.
And Mirwin is fine. We can just check the bathroom and the kitchen because are the only common place.
Hostias.
I'm sorry,
Hostias.
I left my iPad box in the table. I'm pretty sure you use that table.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, we're going to stop the interview and just let these 2 guys like talk to each other like a therapy session. Okay, and apart from living together and all that kind of stuff, how's been like this second year together as a team on the offices? How has been the
One thing that I had to say, I mean, living in Berlin, you know, like,
is shit?
I mean, we live in a really far from everything, you know, and it's just kind of like a work, you know, and on your free day, like, you just need to go to the city center and you don't feel that much attracted to like living as well, you know, like you are just more relaxed or like chilling on the day, depends on the person. But I mean, regarding to your question,
It feels pretty peaceful, to be honest.
it is peaceful, but there is also like, just walking or like go for a run but there is not much more,
Yeah, there's anything to do over there, right?
And we are like living close to our office and to the LEC studio, so we have everything like in the same place, and we don't do much more like life after beyond that. So
Yesterday I was talking to Georgia about something that happened, like when he was on the Superliga, that he was sometimes he was training with Melted, even though Melted and him were in two separate teams. How do you guys feel about the environment in the LEC right now? Is it like a fierce kind of competitiveness? Do you feel like people are more relaxed? Do you think that depends on the team
I think depends on the team, but usually it's quite relaxed. Like the environment, I think everyone is quite nice to each other, So obviously depends on the team and everything, but no, I think it's a chill environment.
Indeed.
Pretty chill.
I mean, maybe there are like some specific cases, not in our case, but like maybe there are some beef with other people. But in our case, usually there is good relationship. Like for example, with Casey, like we were drafting the other day, we were looking at the, we were like laughing, he was laughing as well. And yeah, just good vibes.
There's also like kind of, I'm sure you guys heard of it, like the Korean and Chinese pact when they get to Worlds, that they share info. Do you guys feel like that thing can happen to European teams, or do you guys feel like we are not the same on that kind of aspect with compared with them?
Like you're asking if we leak as much info as they leak to each
Basically,
other.
Yeah.
that's what he's asking.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I remember one time in the elevator, there was another European team that was trying to get like some info and shit.
Yeah.
But
We cannot answer this question.
yeah, we cannot answer this type of question.
I mean, honestly, I don't know also because it's not us the ones that share it.
It would be the coaches,
It would be coaches or
probably
not.
Zef back then is like messaging maybe fucking, I don't know.
Anyone.
Like, hey, what did they pick? Are they gonna know about the Seraphine mid
Seraphine?
or something? So I don't know. I think it's mostly coaches. The players, I don't think really
players.
do that.
Okay, I remember one thing. From our first year, we were in Worlds, and I was playing Changed, okay, with swaps.
Okay.
We screamed Fnatic, and I think we pick it, or I don't know what happened, but I think I put Changed into something. And so, like, talking to my coach, explaining our strategy.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I mean, with Changed, he will skip like one. It was the swap that.
You swap after level 3 or
No,
something.
level 1, and you cannot. Like, they will have you bot as a
I
tornado.
see,
So I
I
would skip
see.
first wave
It was
and proc
disgusting
second
meta.
as Singed. And
Pretty
bro,
goated.
like, he was explaining the whole strategy that I did
pretty
like
chill.
3 hours the day before
Really?
to night share.
Did they play it?
No, of course not.
We didn't play it.
We didn't play it either.
We didn't have the opportunity.
So this was the European Worlds, right? Like the 24.
Yeah, in Berlin.
Pretty goated, Zef.
Bro,
Practice.
pretty good. Motherfucker. Last time I'm working 3 hours on a strategy.
And this year, like I'm going to skip all the MSI and all the Esports World Cup. I'm going to skip it. Aiming to Worlds, guys. What would you, apart from winning, okay? What would be like the recap of the Worlds that you would be mostly satisfied?
Dissatisfied.
Yeah, no, most satisfied.
Most satisfied.
Apart from winning, like put it like if we cannot win, like there's a contract that okay, Movistar KOI cannot win Worlds. Like if we get to the finals, you don't play the finals.
Well, then reaching the finals.
reaching the finals.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sounds good like a good answer.
if we cannot win,
reaching the
If I can win a
finals.
MSI as well, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just, I think I was really happy last year as well because we could get to travel both to MSI and to Worlds. It was my first time leaving Europe in my life. I never traveled out as well. So also knowing to getting to know some other cultures, even if we don't have that much time because we're screaming, I think it's gonna be cool to go to South Korea, MSI. Then, for example, we're going
Texas.
also to Texas.
LA.
Maybe. I mean, Joey also knows a bit of LA, so maybe he can tell us something. I don't know. I think
So you're happy
you went to
traveling
you were in
alone.
Los Angeles, no?
Huh?
You were in LA, no?
Yeah.
So Alvaro, you're happy with the Worlds if we just travel?
No, I'm not. I'm not happy with that, But I'm saying, like, of course, I want to win. I want to win both the splits, and I want to also like share the time with the team, and get better as well together. Because I think, for example, we have really funny stories in China bootcamp that we were talking about.
Yeah, we had like a couple of those ones on the MSI.
Some of them cannot be
some
revealed.
emotes on the.
Will be revealed one time, but not.
One day.
Not today.
Not today.
We need to be able to compete with the top 1 and top 2 of LCK LPL.
That
I
would be
think,
like
I think so
mostly-
too. I think that and leaving the Worlds with a feeling of confidence that the next year I'm gonna win it.
For you, Merwin, like reaching that point or
Yeah.
anything apart?
Traveling is also.
I think
I mean,
traveling
traveling is
and
quite
seeing
good. Yeah.
LA.
If I can do a
Like-
bit of tourism, I think
Like
would
if
be.
I can just get on the plane and like go back like that would
If
be
I get
awesome.
to travel, I get to play into the best ones and I can train into them. So it's already like securing, you know.
Facto.
Doesn't go away.
Do you guys think like if we had like an split to be able to play, for example, in China or in Korea, where do you guys feel right now, as of today, you would finish a spring split, for example?
I think it's too hard to answer.
Wait, what?
because,
I don't understand.
Like, imagine that right now we compete in the spring split in the LCK. Where would you place yourself at the end of the spring split?
I think if it will be one more,
Ah.
like if it will be
I
one
think
year,
it's too hard to tell because like we would have to be scream the best teams, see how that is.
We would have to go through the depths of hell and then climb up.
Yeah,
Kind of like
basically,
Worlds,
yeah.
beginning of Worlds. I think if we have a good.
Fourth?
Maximum.
I said
Maximum?
Maximum or minimum?
To me.
Maximum in one split, maximum.
You don't think we're making top 3?
If right now we go to a scrim, no.
But we would have the whole split to spring.
Like,
the
like
whole
you finish on, I think it's
split to
May,
screen.
right?
Yeah, fourth.
Not sure.
So what teams do you place upon ourselves?
T1,
T1?
Genji?
Genji BFX, no?
BFX.
Bro, and
So
you're saying that he lost to
And
T1
Genji-
before even playing?
Yeah, I'm
You
telling
lost to 3 teams.
bro, we got Shiron by Casey. No, we are winning LCK.
No, but you have the whole split to practice.
Wait, Supa said I lost to T1 before playing them?
Yeah, because
So,
you
for
were saying
example,
like,
Supa,
oh,
do you
Faker's
think
so
like-
good, you know?
My daddy.
Bro, I was thinking he was washed before
on
I
summer
versed him,
split,
no?
for example, where do you think that? Do you think you can improve onto
Yes.
second or to
Yes.
first, for example?
First.
Oh, so
So spring is fourth, but summer is first.
Yeah.
I mean, I see some confidence right now.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
I mean,
I see some.
Like there's some shines of confidence.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, for
But I
me,
think it's missing, you know,
possibility
a
would
top
be
three.
first, you know. It's like you have the whole split to scream, like it's on you to see how much you can improve and how much you can reach. So for me, it would be first. That's the appearance.
I have to think about it.
Maybe we reach.
I mean, maybe
Maybe
top
like 10th?
14 Iberian Cup.
Sorry, 11.
I mean, wait,
Around
but
there.
are we traveling? Because if we are traveling,
If we're traveling, I think first.
I mean, you have to be there. Like if not,
we
we are
travel.
playing on 100
Can
ping.
we travel, Álvaro?
If we're traveling, I think second or first.
No, Alvaro would
If
be
we're
like
not
happy
traveling, I
on
would say
that.
ninth.
Like I'm also traveling. Don't worry. You can be fifth.
I have haters, don't worry.
What do you guys feel like you would love to tell me that right now is not a reality, but you convert it to reality for the next interview?
That we have won.
Apart from winning.
I mean, I wanna be
Apart
the-
from winning, don't give me that answer.
I want
I
to
mean,
be
give me
a-
something personal and give me some insight. Give me
There's
something
nothing
like
else.
what?
There's nothing else.
Nothing else. Just winning.
Factos.
Individually, I wanna be
That's our pure answers, though.
way more differential than the enemy support. I wanna make the difference on the games.
Okay.
Aw.
Being differential for Alvaro, for you, Opium. I'm going to take like one each.
And being 2 steps ahead as a team than the second one. It will be a good, like, steps above.
That's the kind of answer. I'm looking for.
No, it's fine. They just focus on the traveling. Don't worry.
That was going to be my
see?
answer, by the way. But you couldn't
Traveling
ruin
and
it.
also answering correctly.
Yeah, I was about to say too.
They have traveled.
I already went above, like, faster than
I
that.
can answer you if you don't know.
You can go, Super.
Being a team that never give up and can always come back.
I like that one.
Yeah, for me would be also like considering ourselves like a disciplined team, like that we don't have these kind of games in which we all feel disconnected, you know, like even these games that people have to sweat to win us, to beat us, you know, it's like a way more solid team.
Yeah, BGNG.
Yeah.
I agree. Being Genji, being BFX. Yeah.
Bichobi.
No, Vikla.
Oh, monster.
Ooh. You prefer Bikla?
He's
Over
good.
Jajobio?
He's next up.
Okay. And for you, Mary?
He has Diablo. I could have put with Diablo, but out of the European Diablo, it's fine.
No, that's Caliste.
That's
Do
easy.
what? Casey?
Yeah.
I would say for me getting a free plane ticket to Korea
Okay.
and traveling.
And traveling. Okay. Okay. Shots fired, I think. So, that's been all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Espero que os haya gustado. Y nada, nos vemos en la siguiente. eso, espero que lo hayáis disfrutado mucho.
Chao, pescado.
Chao, chao.
Bye.